I was invited to the world premiere of a Minecraft movie in London, and today I'm gonna tell you the full story, everything that happened over the long weekend. It was an insane trip. There's so much to get into. So I have prepared this wonderful PowerPoint for you. So without further ado, let's get into the full story. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, for saying hi, YouTube. That's always a good part of the video. Okay, here we go. So, I'm gonna rewind back to 2024 to tell you guys this story. Because 2024 was the year of networking, okay? So 2022 was when my channel first started to take off. 2023, I was just grinding on my channel all year long. But 2024, I actually started getting outside of my own little bubble. I started reaching out to people. I met so many cool people. And it was at VidCon doing tours of the Minecraft exhibit, the little garden party thing that they had at VidCon 2024, that I met the Mojang PR team, and they are super duper cool. Turns out the Mojang PR team are a bunch of sweethearts, and they really liked how I did the tours, and so we sort of became friends, exchanged emails, and now I'm on Mojang's good side, right? And so then, over the year, I just kept giving little hints, giving little, hey, are you guys doing anything for a red carpet? And I kept doing that over and over again until there I am. It's last month, I'm minding my own business, it's March, I'm doing the Liquid Challenge video with Wumba, and I have to finish, because I have a sponsor, Holtzcairn, on that video, I have to finish the video by the end of March. So we're grinding on the Liquids Challenge video, when suddenly, I get an email from Warner Brothers. I am officially invited to the premiere, to the world premiere of a Minecraft movie. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The only problem is that it's in like a week. I'm screwed. I need to, like, they literally gave me like 7 days notice. I have to drop everything. Thank God I have a passport. I have to drop everything and get ready for this trip to London. And I have to finish this Liquids video. So I'm all stressed. I don't have any nice clothes to wear. So the first thing I do is go to the mall.
I have to get clothes because I only ever wear tank tops. This is gonna be a fancy place with fancy people, so I need to get some fancy clothes. Come on.
So there I go to the Austin Mall to go get some fancy clothes. Okay, there's me riding up the escalator, looking swag. Don't mind this guy who clearly is just watching my girlfriend film me riding escalator. Don't worry about him. But we get our clothes at the mall. We got a little distracted. We got some Auntie Anne's. We got some Sarku Japan. But then I go to the Tux rental place. Oh snap! Oh snap! I go to the Tux rental place, and he fits me out with a crazy tux. Only problem.
Oh no.
I get an email like 2 days later with the schedule for what we're doing. And they say attire for the world premiere is smart casual? Oh my God, I already spent like $200 on this tux rental, dude. What am I gonna do? Anyways, with all the clothes set up, I've got my clothes, I'm ready for the trip. I just need to finish this video. Spoiler alert. The video is not done in time. My editor and I worked so hard, but I could not finish this video in time. And so I had to pass it off to my editor, and he basically had to pull like 3 all-nighters while I was in London to get the Liquids video done before the end of March so that we could hit that sponsorship. So RIP 07's in chat to my former editor, now deceased. He passed away from sleep deprivation, unfortunately. That's a joke. He's okay. He took like 2 weeks off though. I haven't seen him in like weeks. He did this video, pulled like 3 back-to-back all-nighters, and then just vanished into the woods like a Sasquatch. I haven't heard from him in weeks. So hopefully he's okay.
You okay?
Nope.
Anyways, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. I need to go to the airport. I've got my flight at like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something. So I get in the Uber at like 4:30, going down. One problem, it's raining. And when it's raining in Texas, the roads look like this. I swear to God, people in Texas just don't know how to drive. They don't know how to drive in the rain. So there's a ton of traffic, and I'm starting to get worried because I've never flown international out of Austin before. I'm like, is there gonna be a crazy customs process? Is there gonna be a line? I don't know what to do. Thank God I get to the airport and it's smooth as butter. I go right through. They're like, oh, this guy's not a terrorist. And they put me right through. Next thing I know, I'm at my gate. I'm chilling. So I'm waiting for my flight. Finally, it's time to get on the flight. I think we're taking off at like 8 o'clock or something, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. And little do I know, Warner Brothers has set me up in premium. I've never flown premium in my life. I have always flown economy. I've flown less than economy. Okay, I've flown in the overhead compartment before. So never in my life have I had such a fancy flight. I get on this plane, they hand me a menu. I get on the plane and they hand me a menu, dog. What's that about? Never in my life. Then the safety video comes. I'm on British Airlines, and this is when it hits me where I'm going, because this is the most insane safety video I've ever seen. I forgot to tell you, they're playing like classical music the whole time we're boarding this plane. It's that song, like the duet of the Flower Children or something. It's like, you know the one. Anyways, May We Have It One's Attention comes on my screen. I'm like, what is this?
Anne, I must confess a sentiment of the most tender nature.
Welcome, everyone. We will now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Your attention is essential.
I literally was like, what is happening? It's like a Bridgerton Geico commercial. I was just like, I am literally, this could not be a more British flight. Anyways, that's the British Airways boarding process. Oh my God. Then, even more culture shock. Zootropolis? Who? I just took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. I was trying to pick out my movie to watch on the plane. Who the heck is Zootropolis, dog? It's Zootopia, man. Anyways, they gave us a little pillow and blankie. I'm in premium. They gave me a little pillow and blankie. I cuddled up. I put on Forgetting Sarah Marshall, never seen it. And I just cuddled. This is me. This is me in my little seat. This is how I felt in my little pillow and blankie. And the next thing I know, it's the morning time. And I'm on a plane. They're handing me a breakfast sandwich and juice. They're handing me coffee. I look out my window. It's a beautiful morning. This is honestly the best night's sleep I've ever had on a plane. Like I've slept on planes before, but I'm like aware I'm on a plane. You know what I'm saying? But on this flight, it was like, no, I went to bed and I just like woke up 8 hours later and was like, oh, hey, I'm on a plane. That's crazy. Like it was a really, really good night's sleep. We're about to land, you know, we're coming into the UK. I think we were flying over Ireland at this point. Here we are, here's the view. The River Thames, Thames, the river, there's the famous river in London. So Heathrow's a little bit outside of like the main city, the main like London downtown area, so to speak. And so I had to like get from Heathrow to my hotel, which is in the center of London. So I just rode the Elizabeth line. Nice slow way to get there. I was like, dude, I just took a video of this because like the American mind can't comprehend. Look at how nice this underground was, dude. Everything, the trains came. I missed a train. Next train came in like 2 minutes. I was like, what? I missed a train. I was like, no, what am I gonna do? Next train came in like 2 minutes. I was like, huh? That's a thing? They just come every 2 minutes? Like, what? Anyways, I slowly take the tube to Charing Cross Station. I come out. This is the station that's like closest to my hotel, I guess, or like on the Lizzie line at least. I come out. This is the first thing I see. I'm like, you know, blinded because I've just been in the subway. The sun is shining. I come out. I lucked out, dog. The entire time I was in London, we had the most beautiful, picturesque weather you could ever ask for in London. I'm talking like 65, 70 degree days, sunny, light breeze, like scattered clouds in the sky, but not cloudy, like just gorgeous days for London. So I began walking on this beautiful, beautiful day. And here's some footage I got as I entered Trafalgar Square. We've got this famous statue, Nelson? I don't know who that is. And some sort of other famous building. Then I turn. And what do I see? But Big Benjamin himself. That's how I knew I was in the place, man. That's how I knew. I kept walking. I saw this building on the right here, I saw this building in the distance, and it just looked gorgeous. I was just like, man, that is such a beautiful building with these like blue and white striped details up here. I have to know what this building is. So I walk like 10 blocks to get to, not 10 blocks, but like I walk like 4 or 5 blocks to get to this building I see in the distance. I finally make it to the building, and I'm like, okay, what is this? I look down. Bruh. It's a freaking Hard Rock Cafe. Huh? How is that a Hard Rock Cafe? How is that a Hard Rock Cafe? Do you want to know what the Hard Rock Cafes look like in my country? This is what I'm used to. This is actual culture right here. What you're seeing right here, that's actual culture. The European mind cannot actually comprehend. Anyways, kept exploring. I went down this back alley and found like this crazy cathedral thing. I was like, that's cool. Kind of had to pee. And I was walking down these alleys, like just these kind of like hidden little alleys, and I see this open door. I wasn't sure what kind of building it was, but there's just like an open door in a hallway. I'm like, yeah, I'll just see if there's like, if this is a public space. I just start walking in, just like I own the place. There's a dude standing with like an open door. There appears to be some sort of like personal gym inside, and it's a dead end. And I'm like, oh God, now I gotta like turn around. And the dude's like, immediately the dude's like, can I help you? Can I help you, sir? I'm like, no, sorry. He's like, this is private property. This is a private place. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I need my privacy. Get out of here, scram. Filthy American. He spat. Well, he didn't spit, but he wanted to. I could see the look in his eyes. So yeah, he yelled at me. He was like, get lost, dude. So yeah, don't walk down just like random hallways. I just had to pee, bro. I finally get back to my hotel. It's time to check in. I go up to my room. It's gorgeous, beautiful place. It had the big TV. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this like coffee maker. Smeg. I feel like that's a good brand, right? I don't know. Everything was just fancy. Everything was really nice. Anyways, that's a kettle, not a coffee maker. Right, for tea. Anyways, I go down to the lobby, and I want to look for people to hang out with, and just my luck, I ran into Fwip and his lovely wife Sid and Gemini Tay, and they're all going to Chinatown because no one could get dinner plans together. It was too chaotic. Everybody was still getting in. And so we ended up going to Chinatown with Fwip and Gemini Tay, and it was really, really fun. I found this Miko hair salon. I had to take a picture because of Miko. I gave him little scissors. I thought that would be cute. I gave him little scissors to hold. And so we all went shopping. I convinced Gemini Tay to buy a really cool purse. It was like a little watermelon sequin purse. It was so cool. So yeah, here we are walking the streets after going shopping, and there's the bag with the cool watermelon thing that I convinced Gem to. I peer pressured her. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, do it. You won't. But it was such a cool purse. I bet she doesn't regret it. Someone ask her. I bet she doesn't regret it. We got snackies for dinner. I just had some like tempura shrimp and sushi from like a little hole in the wall place in Chinatown type of thing. So yeah, went back to the hotel. Just got an early sleep. I mean, I'm jet lagged at this point. I'm still trying to adjust. So yeah, go back. Now it's Saturday. Good morning, wakey. I go down. This is the day that everybody else is kind of like getting here. So the only thing I have to do on Saturday is there's gonna be a dinner. There's gonna be like an immersive Minecraft dinner that night. So we have to meet in the hotel lobby at like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. or something like that. So until like 5 or 6 p.m., I'm totally free. I have a whole day in London all to myself. So I go to get hotel breakfast. It was pretty good. I met this lovely couple, and they ended up having a kid. I think they had a son who was like 13 or 14 or so, in that age range, and I ended up commenting on my video later that day and was like, you just met my parents. I was like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, then afterwards, I met up with Snifferish and Bones. I've never actually met Snifferish in person. This was our first time meeting face to face, but we've conversed online back and forth. We all went to the museum. We got on the tube and we went to the museum together. I think we went to the Tate British Museum or something. Pretty sure it was the British Museum. My bad. It's not the British Museum, but it's the Tate Britain, and it's not the Tate Modern. There's two Tates. We go through the museum. I think I got one more video here of just like the different rooms. It was a nice museum. It was a pretty good time. After the museum, we rode the tube back to the hotel. Sniff and Bones went to their room to just like chill for a little before the dinner, get ready. I went to go hang out with Scott because Scott just got to town. So I went to Scott's room. Flip was in there hanging out. We all just hung out, the three of us, chatted for a little bit. I mentioned that I don't know how to use an iron, and Scott gave me a tutorial, and Flip was just laughing the whole time. He thought it was really, really funny that I didn't know how to use an iron. I don't know why that's so funny. I think it's perfectly acceptable to never have ironed your clothes before. I'm just a wrinkly boy. We all met down in the lobby, and we all bus over to this, like, I don't even know what kind of venue this was. Some sort of hotel or something. This is just a picture I took on the way, not the actual place. But it was out near the London Eye. It was like right across the river from the London Eye. And yeah, so this is me walking into the place. All the creators going in. And we get in the lift, as they say in the UK, you know, when in Rome. Sorry. And we go up to the rooftop. We go up to the rooftop party. We're all like talking. There's like a bunch of creators huddled around. We're talking. I'm standing next to Green and a few other people. When I notice, I'm like looking past, and I noticed this couple in the dark, like at eye level, because we're on a rooftop, right? So we're like probably 5-6 stories up. At eye level, like across the street, there's this couple in a building, just like hunched in their window, staring at this rooftop party, just watching us. So then I drew the group's attention to it. I'm like, do you guys see this? Everybody looks over. And then sure enough, like we see one of them move and we're all like, oh my God, they are real. It was very creepy. You guys don't care because I saw my chance to talk to Jeb on the rooftop party. We noticed we were all huddled in a group. I looked over my shoulder. I saw him walk in with his wife. No one was talking to him yet. So I approached. Just as I'm approaching, Captain Sparkles is also approaching him. So it's me, Jeb, and Captain Sparkles all just like talking. And I approach and I got to talk to him about Super Flat. I got to take a photo with him, and like I told the story in the short was super out of order, and I was kind of like, the short is mostly funny, right? Like I didn't go to this premiere just to meet Jeb. I sort of like made that up after the fact or whatever. But jokes aside, he is definitely a genuine hero of mine, and meeting him was very, very cool. He was like he's got aura. I will say about Jeb, like he's one of those guys who, even though he comes off as like a little bit introverted, he's just got this crazy aura where you're just like, man, you're cool. He just has this, I don't know what it is. He's just got aura, dude. Anyhow, after meeting Jeb, we all got ushered inside for the actual, for more drinks. We had drinks on the rooftop, and then we got ushered inside for more drinks. I took a little photo op before we went inside, just as the sun was going down. But yeah, then it was time to go inside to this immersive, like, drinky session. I don't know what to call it. Cocktails, immersive cocktails. So they had like a bunch of props from the movie. Here I am, checking out the carrots and the watermelons and the pumpkins and stuff. Here's the little saw prop. Put that down, turned around, okay. I'll tell you the story of the apple in a sec, but I may or may not have finessed. I literally think I'm the only creator who got one of these. I am pretty sure I'm the only creator who got one of these. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But apple tree, over here they had like a crafting table. So around the room, there were like little crafting ingredients. And if you brought them over, they would like hand you a prop if you could make the actual thing with the crafting ingredients. And then at the end of the room, I didn't get any good pictures of it, but there was like a full Steve's lava chicken stand, and that was where you got your food. And this was like appetizers. Yeah, so here's the crafting table with like the ingredients or whatever. And then you would hand them the ingredients. It was kind of silly, and he would hit it with the hammer and then pull out the prop.
It's actually heavy as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we got to like just hold the swords, and like they were like actual like legit props from the movie and things. Like I don't think like the props from the movie, but like the exact same like material and weight and all that. Then we moved one last time into one final room with a bunch of tables, and this is where we actually had the dinner. So we all had assigned seats. You can see the little place cards here with all the assigned seats. And there was a little Lego minecart track running along the tables, and little minecarts with Jack Black figurines in them would bring you food. They would literally be like towing food along on this minecart down the table, and they would bring you your food. It was so cool, dude. It was so awesome. And it was just actually bizarre seeing a room with 2 tables with all of the biggest creators in the world and Mojang. Just like, it was literally like Agnes, Tommy Innit, like Jeb, you know, like just all my friends from SOS. Like it was insane, dude. Just seeing all these people together in one place was very, very bizarre. Here's me talking to 2 big lugs. Irish creator who I was sat next to. On the other side of me was a lovely person from Mojang's like marketing team. And then here's a picture. We've got Marikana there, the goat. I actually love Marikana. He's so cool, dude. So we had met just before the actual dinner. When we were doing like the cocktail, the immersive cocktails or whatever. And it turns out he's like super into VFX, and so am I. So we super bonded over all sorts of everything VFX. But yeah, here's some of the food. I had like a cauliflower cube. There was like these really cute like cubed carrot sticks with like the grass coming out the top to make it look like the like little carrot. It was just so cute how they did it. Just everything was so well done, dude. I was very impressed. I got to meet the guy who is in charge of the Netflix show that they're going to be doing, and I got to chat with him a little bit right at the end of the dinner. That was really, really exciting. I think that the Minecraft animated Netflix show that they're working on is going to be really, really cool. Everything he said got me really hyped. That's all I'll say for now. We get back on the bus, go back to the hotel from the dinner. It was a lot of fun. Everybody ended up going to the hotel bar, getting some drinks, hanging out, and it was just so cool, man. I can't stress enough how cool it was to just be like surrounded by such awesome creators, man. You have Captain Sparkles, Lizzie and Joel are sitting there. You know, I don't know. It was just so cool seeing everybody in the same place. I can't stress that enough. Anyways, after drinks at the hotel bar, I tucked in for the night. It's now Sunday. It's time for the movie premiere. Sunday is movie premiere day. We have to meet in the hotel lobby at like 10 a.m. to go to this movie premiere. So I woke up early, took a shower, and I put on my tux. So remember how it was smart casual? I had talked to a lot of people. Thank goodness a lot of other creators did the same thing I did and got their outfit ready before we all got the email about it being smart casual. So a lot of people were going all out for this movie premiere, which made me feel a lot more comfortable wearing my tux. The only thing I did to dress it down was instead of wearing the tie that went with the tux, I instead put on my chain, my gold chain right there, instead of the tie. And I feel like I literally would have been the only one at this premiere wearing a tie, so I'm really glad I did that. It dressed it down just enough to where I was like, okay, I'm like really fancy, but like there's just a tiny little bit of casualness in here. So I was feeling swag. So we met in the lobby. We all got on the bus. Here's us on the bus. I was so excited, dude. I was so over the moon excited on this day. It's a beautiful freaking day. Everybody's on the bus. So before we went to the actual movie premiere, we had like a pre-premiere breakfast with some of the cast and crew. So we all show up for this breakfast. We get off the bus, go down, and there's this beautiful room. The breakfast was very impressive. I actually think the breakfast, they treated us the best with that breakfast, man. Here was the room. Everybody was at these little circle tables. I think I was sat with like Scott, Kara, Fwip and Sid, and you had this like basically right in the middle was like this big photo op. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the freaking apple. I'm sorry. As the night before, as we get up from the dinner, everybody's getting up to go home. One of the Mojang employees just looks at me and points to the apple on the table and says, "Hey, don't forget your apple." And I was like, and like by the look on their face, I could tell they were like, wink, wink. And I was like, right. And I like picked it up. I grabbed the apple. So apparently word got out that Mog had grabbed one of these apples. But but it was too late for everybody to grab one from the dinner. So the next day, there were a ton of apples at this breakfast. So a bunch of people start grabbing the apples, and immediately, all the Warner Brothers people are like, no, none of you can have those. You can't take those. So I literally got hooked up by the Mojang employees at dinner the night before, because actually 2 Mojang employees were both like, dude, don't forget your apple. Dude, grab your apple before you go. And I was like, right, totally. And I literally was the only creator who ended up getting one of these, dude. I'm so hyped about that. I love this thing. It's a masterpiece. So I took a few photos at the photo op, but then the cast showed up. The cast and crew. This is Jack Black. Dude, so much Riz. Bro has so much Riz, dude. He just lights up a room. Now keep in mind, this is a room full of content creators, the most outgoing people, the people who are used to being on camera, used to being big personalities, and even in a room full of big personalities, Jack Black just stood out. Like, the second he entered the room, he took control of the atmosphere of the room, dude. Like, just certain people, you look at them and you're like, wow, like, I totally understand why you are so famous and successful, and that was totally the case with Jack Black. I was like, dang, this guy deserves all his success. He's just very, very, very charismatic. Sebastian also came in, and then Jared Hess, the director, also came and talked a little bit. Director of Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite, kind of a legend for that. So that was pretty cool. Got to talk to him a little. In fact, he complimented my beard. When I walked up to take a picture with them, he was like, dude, awesome beard. I was like, what are you talking about, man? You've got the most epic beard in the room. I couldn't believe this guy was telling me my beard was cool. Jack Black did his patented high kicks. Check this out.
And I think it's gonna be jam-packed with Minecraft heads. And I'm gonna do Next question.
He just loves the high kicks, man. He hits those high kicks. Here's the photo of the group. Here's the gang all together. I'm on the very right there. So then after that, it was time for the red carpet. So right before the red carpet, everybody's talking about this glam bot. And if you don't know what a glam bot is, I'm about to show you via the coolest glam bot ever, my new friend Maricana. Apparently, by the way, this has like 250 million views or something. It's insane. But this is Merrick doing a glam bot at the Grammys. This is what a glam bot is. It's basically like a camera on a robotic arm. You're gonna see it in a sec. Here it is. And it goes, they count you in, it moves really fast. And then you'll see in a sec here. Oh! Oh! That is the swaggiest glam bot of all time. I will say he deserves every single one of those views. So that's what a glam bot is. So everybody's like murmuring about this glam bot. Oh my God, there's gonna be a glam bot at the premiere. What are you gonna do for the glam bot? Everybody's like so nervous about this glam bot. We get to the premiere. It's like a phone on a PVC arm. And so this was my glam bot. It's pretty underwhelming. Oh God. It's not quite as cool as Merrick's. So I was like one of the first ones through. For whatever reason, I just went to the front and I was like the first one to do the glam bot. So I had a ton of time on the red carpet to kill. And so here's me and Agnes. I decided to grab a photo because she's so cool. She was super, super sweet. And then here's Jack Black getting interviewed. They had a really cool setup here at the red carpet, like all these props and stuff. It was really, really impressive. It was really fun. And then I'm waiting around on the red carpet for my friends. I'm waiting for everybody to catch up to me because I don't want to go into the theater alone or whatever. And some person with like headphones on like is like, you're a creator? Yeah? We need someone to go on stream for a little while until the director gets here. Jared Hess is coming. We just need to fill like 2 minutes. Can you go on stream real quick? It's gonna be really short. And I'm like, oh God, here we go again, because it's Captain Sparkles and Tommy Innit running the premiere red carpet stream. I'm like, this is, how has this happened twice? If I had a nickel For every time some random person grabs me and thrusts me in front of Tommy Innit and Captain Sparkles, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. They grab me because I was the only person there, and they throw me on this premiere stream, and here we go.
Oh, Mogswamp, how you doing, matey? How you doing? Where's our
Very dapper.
Thank you. I wanted to go all out for this.
Hang on, what camera are we looking into? Here.
Oh,
We're all
yeah,
stood
is
this
there a
way, but there's not a camera.
I have no idea at the moment. Okay,
All
we're
right,
looking up
doing it into there, mate.
Okay,
Into
okay.
there.
Hello.
All
How's it
right.
going, guys? Are you excited?
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
How about yourself?
I'm really excited. I've never been to anything like this. I love Hollywood.
Your first premiere? You
Yeah,
love
my first
Hollywood?
premiere.
Hollywood in London.
Yeah, Londonwood.
Yeah, mate.
They don't usually have real grass.
yeah, the grass carpet, the moss carpet, if you will.
Oh yeah, I keep calling it the red carpet because they're called red carpets, but it was actually like a grassy carpet. I think they were doing like Minecraft, you know. So it was like a moss carpet instead of a red carpet, which was pretty clever of them.
You're blending in. Is this supposed to be
a
like
lovely
the
fit,
grass?
by
I
the
tried
way.
to go for Minecraft.
A grassy
you know,
fit?
A little bit of green here, here and there.
It's like
Trying not to overdo it.
a darker dirt on top
You're
of
slaying with it. You're absolutely serving,
thank
pal.
you,
Slaying
thank
and
you. Yes,
serving.
I've got the bow.
Proper girl boss.
Oh,
mate.
wow, I didn't
oh,
catch
my,
that.
Oh, my
It's hard to
God.
style long hair.
This just reminds me of things that I've been like gifted at.
And then we get interrupted because the director is coming. So it was a very, very short interview. But I will never rest until I know what Captain Sparkles was about to say in that moment. It's so mysterious. My bow reminds him of things he's been gifted at what? At what? She comes, the director is coming, Jared Hess is approaching. Obviously, they're gonna give the mic to the director of the film over little old me. So it's time for me to get the boot.
Who's here? Someone. Oh, the director of the film
The director
is
of the
here.
movie. We're gonna have
Okay.
to-
Okay.
Pass off the mic.
Mog.
Well, you're looking very dapper.
Trying to you.
Farewell.
Oh,
We're getting
have our
people are getting
question card.
passed
Thank you.
in and out. He was
Here you go,
looking.
mate.
He was
Here you
looking
go.
very good.
That's what we love to hear. Thank you, Jordan. Best friend. They're my best friend. Wait, Minecraft? Just comment. Is Minecraft in my chat right now? Minecraft call says I'm very dapper in the Twitch chat right now. Never in my life have I seen Minecraft in my chat. Hi, Minecraft. I love your game. Okay, so we get ushered into the theater at this point. It was time for the movie to start, and I believe they were showing it to us like, this is like, what, April 1st or 2nd? So we saw it a couple days early, I think. And so we couldn't actually talk about the movie until the 2nd of April. Before the movie, they had the director come down, they had Jeb come down, they announced a bunch of other Mojang team members, and then the cast came out after Jared Hess. He sort of ushered in the cast, said a bunch of words on just like glazing everybody, you know, propping everybody up. That Jennifer Coolidge was the first one out. She's just a legend. She was really funny. And then Sebastian, followed by Danielle Brooks, and then Jack Black, and the Mimoster himself, Jason Mimosa. So yeah, crazy lineup, crazy getting to just like talk to the actual cast of the film before seeing the film. That's probably an experience I'm never gonna have again, unless I'm in the Minecraft 2 movie. The movie review, I liked it. Okay, this is the part where I would love to talk about the movie a little, but I'm worried about spoilers. So I'm gonna put on a 1-minute timer, okay? And you're gonna have to count to 60, and I'm gonna get 1 minute to talk about this movie. Starting now. Okay, right away, the Technoblade tribute, beautiful, very touching, very emotional. I loved seeing Mumbo and Lizzie, Afmao, and Dan TDM in the movie. They were in the theater with me while we were watching, so that was very surreal and bizarre. Loved seeing those creators being featured in the film. There were so many cool Easter eggs. I love how it started with like the world being created and the Mojang logo. I actually got really excited seeing the bumper for Mojang because that implies that they're going to be making more shows, more movies in the future, and that bumper is going to be returning. The The movie itself, very, very funny. I don't see a lot of comedies, so it made me laugh a lot, but that's not a super high bar for me. But it felt like Napoleon Dynamite, given a huge budget. It was very goofy, very silly. Not like a critically acclaimed Oscar-worthy film, but like a fun family adventure. It did what it had to do. Anyways, I think that's all I can say about it because I have 4 seconds left before the spoiler-free zone is up. Okay. No spoilers now. We're back. That's my movie review. You know, it's not like an incredible movie or anything like that, but it didn't have to be. It's not supposed to be like the next Shawshank Redemption. It's just a fun family film. After the movie premiere, we got out. We all decided to go to this market, this beautiful market. I think it's called Seven Dials Market. There's a bunch of different restaurants inside. Everybody can have their own thing to eat. We had some lunch together, but then my feet were killing me because the shoes from the Tux rental place were brand new. And so my feet were killing me. Pearl and Jem were in heels, so their feet were killing them. And so Grian called an Uber, and I actually I was like, do you mind if I slide into your Uber, dude? I'm sorry. My feet are killing me. And so we all went back to the hotel. And I went up to my room, got changed. I was so excited to get changed, dude. I just cannot wear fancy clothes for that long. So I just decided to like take an hour or two for myself and go on a big walk. So I hadn't done any touristy stuff yet. I decided to walk all the way down to Big Ben. I got my girlfriend some souvenirs at like, you know, just a classic little souvenir shop, like the most touristy thing. And then I'm just like, I'm in such a good mood. I'm just waving to people on tour buses. Hi. And they're waving back. Did you catch that? They're waving back. I'm just walking down the street in such a good mood. I'm like making friends everywhere I go. And so that brings us to Monday. Monday morning, we all meet down. We go down to the lobby, meet at 9 a.m. And they split us into 3 different groups. And we all went to the new Minecraft experience in London. They added a whole new room on, which was really cool. I'll show you guys that in a sec. This was the new room that they added. So the second room we went in was so much fun. It's basically like this game where you split up into groups. There's a bunch of crafting tables, and there's these resources. So like the furnace has iron, for example. You put your cube on the resource you want to like fill it with the resource, and then you go over to the crafting table, and multiple people have to put the ingredients in the right order on the crafting table to make that item. So like, for example, like on the screen, it would be like, we need an iron pickaxe. And then you would have to go get the iron and the sticks and then arrange your orbs together collaboratively on the crafting table to be able to actually craft it. And it was like sort of like a contest to see who could craft the most stuff. I had so much fun with it. This room, the new room that they added is, in my opinion, by far the best room of the experience. Other than maybe the room where you get to throw the snowballs at the gas. That's really cool now, especially because it's like ever relevant with the new Happy Gas as well. Anyhow, they ended up giving us cape codes, and since I already have the Minecraft experience cape from Dallas, I was hoping to give away the cape code to one of you guys in my chat, but I think I lost it. I went through all of my stuff from the trip, and I cannot find the piece of paper with the cape code on it. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to do like a short and do like a whole contest and give away the cape code to one of you guys, and I'm pretty sure I lost it, dude. But yeah, anyways, after the Minecraft experience, we got back to the hotel at like, I want to say like noon or maybe even earlier, like 11. Like it was the longest bus ride we had by far was to the Minecraft experience because it was a little bit out of London, or you know, just like out of like the zone 1, zone 2 area of the city. But yeah, by the time we bus back to the hotel, it was like, I'm pretty sure before noon. We all just went out to lunch. I think it was like me, Sniffrish and Bones, Scott and Beck were there. I want to say, Jack Manifold, I think, came with us as well. And we all went to lunch at this really cool, like sort of brunchy, pubby kind of spot. Then, after the lunch, a bunch of us went thrift shopping. There's like this big part of London with all these thrift shops. And we just went thrift shop to thrift shop to thrift shop. They're not really thrift shops so much as vintage shops. So like everything's expensive, you know, it's not like actually thrifty, but like we did find some pretty cool stuff. I got this pink Thrasher shirt. Looks just like that. I also got a new fanny pack or bum bag as they're called. I called it a fanny pack, and I'm pretty sure fanny means something drastically different there. But I had to split off from the rest of the group and go back to the hotel a little bit early. And then after that, I met up with everybody at the hotel bar, and we just started chatting, having fun. It was the last night, so it was like no more things on the schedule. It was just like, let's go wild. So we all had a ton of drinks. We all had a ton of fun. Tubbo showed up. Tubbo wasn't actually like at the premiere because he was doing like his Tubathon thing, but I think he just heard that everybody was in town and decided to show up. And so he came and hung out with us. Tubbo's so cool. We went to bed. We stayed up super late, but eventually the party had to end. I went up to bed, and it was Tuesday. It's Tuesday, innit? Tuesday. Okay, sorry, I'll stop doing that. It was time to go home. I had such an amazing time on this trip. It was hard to let go, but at the same time, I was looking forward to going and seeing my girlfriend and my cat and getting back to my channel and all that. So I packed my bags. I went to Piccadilly and then rode to Paddington. And at Paddington Station, you can transfer to the Heathrow Express, which is this line it's like a super luxury train, and it just goes right straight to Heathrow Airport without stopping anywhere. So that was awesome. I got on the plane. If you thought my flight to London was good, oh boy. The flight back was perfect. I was still in premium, but this time, no one was sitting next to me, dude. I got the seat all to myself. I got 2 sets of blankies and pillows. I spread out. All my stuff was just on the seat next to me. I was like spilling over into the other seat. I was sitting whatever way I wanted. It was heaven, dude. It was the best flight of my life. No one behind me either because the wall was behind me. So I had no one behind me, no one next to me. God, it was incredible, dude. It was like I felt so private. And here I am just spread out, dude. I had all my stuff all over the place. Look at me, dude. And the walls behind me, like so private. There was no one behind me. I was chilling. A beautiful sunset as I was coming into Austin. And the end. I got home to my beautiful cat, Miko. And that's sort of the end of the London trip. But there is one more thing. There is one more thing I want to tell you guys about, which is just a few days later, I was asked by YouTube to be the host with my beautiful girlfriend, Rebella Rose. They asked the two of us to co-host a creators-only showing of the Minecraft movie at the Alamo Drafthouse in Austin. What an opportunity. What a cool thing. Here it was, the Austin City meetup at the Alamo Creator Collective. So cool. Bunch of different creators, all based in Austin, came out for this to see the Minecraft movie, and I got to be the host of it. There I am, up on the stage. They had us give like this whole little speech, kind of just like prepare people for the movie, talk about a little bit about the movie, and then they asked me to gather everybody together. There's Rebella Rose there on the stage with me. They asked me to gather everybody together to take a big group photo. So that's me telling everybody to get in. And there we are. A bunch of really cool folks. It was a really fun night. Got to meet a lot of cool people. After that, we went to the theater and they had me speak again. This is me in front of the actual movie screen. So just like Jared Hess in the cast of the film went and spoke in front of the movie screen at my showing, at this showing, I got to be the one down in front of the movie screen speaking with the mic and introducing the movie. So that was really, really genuinely awesome. Looks like a TED Talk. It actually does look like a TED Talk. So yeah, that was a huge honor. Shout out YouTube. The end for real now. That was the end of story time. Clappies in the chat. Woohoo! Seriously, shout out to everybody at Mojang and Warner Brothers for inviting me. I can't believe I had that opportunity. I'll never forget it as long as I live. And shout out YouTube for letting me host that creator collective. I'm just very blessed, man. I've got all these opportunities that have been coming my way. I do not take it for granted, dude. It's so cool. So that was story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Oh, God.